G'day, weebs. We're back again with the third episode of the Pharmacy Isekai. Last time there was a little bit more heavy on the kind of, fantasy side of things. I didn't really get a chance to compare and contrast to today's modern sort of pharmacy practice, but I'm hoping this episode might have a little bit more pharmacy stuff in it. More to do with customers, that kind of thing, or patients, however you want to call them. So, we'll see how we go.
はい、いつものです。どうぞ。サンキュー店長。また来週も来るからよろしく。
Picking up weekly dose of energy drinks.
お客さんだよ。
レイジ様というのはあなた様のことでしょうか。
はい、そうですけど。
And we're just going to skip the opening because it's, DMC and all that. There you go. That might be enough. I don't know. We'll see.
私レーンと申しまして、カスティフェーン・ドラン・バルガス様にお仕えしている執事にございます。
はあ。カストラ。
Skin gel, huh? So ointments?
この度、バルガス家当主の奥様フラム様より、あなた様を屋敷にご招待差し上げるようにと仰せつかっております。
え？レイジ
さん。
しかも奥様ってことは人妻さんじゃないですか。
Yeah, definitely. So I personally haven't ever been invited to, someone's fancy dinner party purely because I'm, the resident pharmacist or anything like that. But pharmacists are still pretty well regarded in the community. I know when I used to be an intern, and this still happens with the owner as well, that he would get invited to, have talks at retirement villages around the local pharmacy because, it's important for people of that age to understand what medicines do and how to take them and who they can go to for advice. So, you do get invited to certain community functions, that kind of thing. Because I used to tag along with them and talk to them and chat to them as well. I'm like, oh, it's so nice, blah, 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 that, you're becoming a pharmacist, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, definitely pharmacists are still fairly well regarded in community. Whether that is still the case in some areas, that's up for debate. Personally, I think, as long as we hold ourselves to a good standard, then we'll be fine. But, some people feel otherwise, so that's a debate for another time, frankly. Not an isekai pharmacy, not an anime right now.
みんなも勝手に想像力膨らませるなって。失礼ですがどなた様で。店長知らないの？カスティフェーン・ドランバルガス伯爵はカルタの町やうちの村を治めている領主。
Ooh, fancy people.
はい。
それって貴族様みたいな？その通り。そんな方になんで俺が？
要件につきましては直接お会いしてからとフラム様の仰せにございます。レイジさん、こういうことは大事になる前にしっかり。
Turn down her confession. Don't let it go too far. Meet her at the back of the school.
あなたが噂の天才錬金術師ですね。
違いますけど、多分俺のことかと。
Very diplomatic, very good.
直接聞かせていただけると執事さんが。
担当直入に申し上げましょう。若返りの飛躍を調合してほしい。
Now that I think about it, who's running the shop while he's away? So technically, well, in today's pharmacies, like the pharmacist, there has to be a pharmacist in the shop, in the pharmacy. You can't have a pharmacy open without a pharmacist there. So if he's not there, does that mean the shop's closed? I would assume so, because he probably gets the Noila to, accompany him. So I don't know if the ghost can run a shop by herself. Ointment of rejuvenation. Yes. The age-old question, quite literally, is how do you make people seem younger? There are definitely ways. but you can't, perpetually hold the passage of time, unfortunately. So, but there are ways to make it look like you're younger.
いいのです。
若返りの飛躍？
できますよね。
ええ、開発時間はどれくらいいただけますか
5日です。
？5日？
いえ、晩餐会が5日後ですので、5日後のお昼までに持ってきていただけるかしら？
さすがに5日は無理です。
では私はまた老け顔と諸侯に陰口を叩かれることになるのかしら？
Yes.
そんなことないですよ。フラム様はお若くてお美しいじゃないですか。
そうかしら。
はい。今のままで
Alright.
美しいです。
I don't know if I would lay it on that thick, but flattery does help sometimes with some customers to get them to calm down. Just as long as you're, fairly, truthful about it.
でもダメよ。あなたがそう思っても、彼らはそうは思わないのだから。
What about your
なる
husband?
ほど。一度陰口を言われると自信を失ってしまう。俺もあっちの世界では
You're the
そんなことよ
Lord.
くあったっ
Just
け。
kill them.
錬金術師の
This is a fuel to society,
ならない
right?
かしら。お金ならいくらでも。
いや、それは品物ができた時に適正額をいただければそれでいいんで。
それは作ってくれるってことね。
俺としたことが。わかりました。できる限りのことはさせていただきます。
If you can't do something, don't promise it. Especially when you're in community pharmacy. Like, people will be like asking for stuff. If you don't know, look it up. If you don't know when it'll be in, don't give them a time frame. If you just say, look, I'll see if I can order it and I'll let you know at a later date. Let me get your contact details. Don't be like, oh yeah, it'll come in with like a few days or whatever, because that's apparently how long it usually takes. And then it turns out to be some special order thing that you need to, chase up through different suppliers or whatever. Just under promise, over deliver. Life lesson, not just in pharmacy or anything. This is a good life lesson.
若返ることは無理でも、奥様が若く見られるようなお薬を作って。
そうですか、そうですか。老いに抗ってみせると。
L'Oreal, right here.
まさに神の定めし摂理に逆らう天才錬金
It's
術
not defying, it's masking it. Classic Ajor Summer Love.
よしっと。材料は揃ったな。
レイジさん、慰謝料として何か薬を提供されたみたいですね。慰謝料。
She reads too many romance novels.
ノエルさんは覚えなくていい言葉でした。
Ah, yes, the medicine making montage. Yeah, we need to do that as well. We need to tap ourselves on the shoulder whenever we make any medicines. If you want to know my thoughts on this, I've already gone over it like in the first episode, because they keep showing it every time he makes something.
美肌ジェルべっぴんさん。
Okay.
肌の保湿
My question here is actually, how did he do the labels? Because fine, you can get the packaging, whatever, like the glass jar and cork, whatever. Getting the labels and the adhesive for that, very hard in a feudal society. So I actually want to know how he
美
did
白
that.
成
But
分
you
が
know,
入り、水分の破散を防いで肌をしなやかにする。
Vaseline,
お届けに上がりました。
Nivea cream, something like that.
これ
はい。お風呂上がりに毎日顔に塗ってください。
Literally Nivea cream. It's a moisturizer.
私を騙そうというつもりではないでしょうね。
では騙されたと思っ
Maybe
て
it's Nivea
使ってみて
soft.
ください。効果がなければお金はいただきません。
いい香り。
花や果実の成分が入っているので、手の甲で一度試してみてください。
まあ、スーッと染み込むように馴染んでるわ。
It's just a moisturizer. It's a moisturizer with a little bit of fragrance.
ただ顔に塗るのは抵抗が。
晩餐会で
I could probably mix that up. Put in a little bit of maybe lavender oil. Probably get the same thing.
悔しい思いや悲しい思いをするのは俺じゃない。夫人でしょ。あなたが使わないというのであれば、それまでです。
If I actually remember correctly of how to make it, it'll probably be like glycerin, water, kind of put them together in like a not like a jar, something you can actually like mix in, or like a Pyrex beaker or something appropriately sized. So you get like glycerin and water. At room temperature, they won't do anything. So you kind of just put them in the same beaker or whatever, heat it up so it's like warm, but it's not like boiling or anything. So like fairly warm. Start vigorously trying to mix it together, and then maybe you might need to warm it up again and mix it together. Eventually, it should kind of come together into a cream. Essentially, that is what a cream is. And then you could probably add maybe lavender oil to that mixture before it sets, to actually make it smell nice. So yeah, I don't know if that recipe or that formula is actually correct, because it's been a little while since I've actually made something extemp. But yeah, you can make that fairly simple cream. Would be moisturizing as well. Could probably add like some other oils or something in it to make it lock in moisture more. Like an aqueous cream is what I'd be referring to.
今から晩餐会が楽しみですわ。
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
レイジさん、そういえば例の件もう片付いたんですか？
例の件？
レイジさんが貴族様のご婦人との不倫のことです。レイジさん、最近あちらの屋敷に出かけてないみたいなので。
まだそういうことになってるんだ。
Man, if he had like a affair with a married lady, jeez.
主もらった。
もらった？
高そうな焼き菓子です。
錬金術師殿のおかげであの人たちを見返してやることができました。ありがとう。
そっか、うまくいったんだ。
I will admit, sometimes as a healthcare professional, it matters more about what you actually tell the patient than necessarily the medication you give them. Oftentimes, like for example, if someone comes in for like an antidepressant or things like that, like they'll be, you know, worried about a lot more than just the medication. And of course, you still need to counsel them appropriately on how to use the medication and what it can do, what it can't do, that kind of thing. But you know, being a nice person goes a long way. And being understanding of the position and their hesitance. That's what you're there for, is to provide reassurance that, you know, someone knows what they're doing, and someone knows what the medications do and can explain it to them in an easy to understand fashion, so that they know what they're doing with it, so that they trust, you know, yourself as the pharmacist and also the prescribing doctor and whatever healthcare professionals are the patient is working with.
よかった。いろいろ勘違いされたままだけど。
Did he get paid? I don't know if he actually got paid. Getting paid is a very important part of being a pharmacist. Oh, she angry. Angry lolly. Much anger.
マキマキ。
Does she have twin drills?
タテロール？
Oh, it's twin drill. Tiny lolly Ajo-sama.
その名前最近どこかで。
レイジさん、あの貴族様です。
ああ。
レイジさん。
The daughter?
まだあの
It's
ご
probably
婦
the
人と
daughter.
のトラブル片付いてなかったんですか？しかも娘さんまで巻き込むなんて。
だから違うって。
あなた方、もっと敬う態度を見せてください。
She knows where she is in society. What a stuck-up bitch.
誰もお前頼んでない。ノエラさんはこっちです。
あのね。
To clarify, I wouldn't call her a stuck-up bitch to her face. Or at all, really, if I understand that she's actually got a problem. But there's better be a... Yeah, that's what I would say. What a nice guy. This guy knows what he's doing. You are a child.
あさってお父様と一緒に晩餐会に参ります。立派な淑女ですのよ。
そうなんだ。
No, you're not. You're a kid.
何か買い物に来たの？お小遣い足りる？それかお母さんに何か頼まれた？
母の使いではありませんわ。今日はあなたに私の所望する品を作っていただこうと思ってこうしてやってきました。
Does she want boobs? Height? Height. Probably height.
あなたの錬成した
Although this was called Charm Fragrance, right? So maybe like a love potion or something.
ですから
Because she's a kid.
私のためにもできるはずです。
それは時間と内容によるけれど。
では、あさってまでにモテ薬は
無理。それはできない相談だよ。
どうしてお母様の願いは聞けても私の願いは聞けないと。
Yes, because yours is stupid.
君は
エレインですわ。
あ、エレインちゃんは
ちゃん付けはやめてください。
エレインさんはモテ薬なんて使わなくても十分可愛い。
Oh, don't do this. Don't flatter her.
そう
No!
ですけど、
否定しないんだ。
今度の
If someone stock up, flattering them doesn't actually do anything. if someone already believes they're like top shit, flattering them doesn't do anything. There's no point. At this point, you just kind of have to bear with it. To make your interaction as short as possible. Don't try to bring them up. Unless, like, they actually start talking about insecurities and stuff, but at that point, therapy.
晩餐会ではそのガラルド家のラーズ様もいらっしゃるそうなのですが、
Ooh, she wants to impress Lord Lords.
それでモテ薬が欲しいの？
He sounds kind of piggy, though.
違いますのよ。ラーズ様は伯爵家の次男ですし、
What is up with her
我が
pupils as
マル
well?
ガス家と
Jeez.
も釣り合いが取れてますし、その私からすればもっと良い殿方を射止めることも可能と思うのですけれど。
そうですね。お嬢様は魅力的なレディーですからね。
Yes.
あなた今バカにしたでしょ。
No, not at all.
した？
否定しなさいよ。
ああ、ごめんごめん。
もっと真面目に人の話を聞き
Oh, hell no.
あの子何か楽しそうです。
いい？
These counseling sessions are taking
ラース
ages.
さんがエレインのことを好きになったとするよ。
I definitely don't get this amount of time in the actual pharmacy.
と言ってもこれエレインさんのお母様からいただいたものですけど。ノエラさん。
で、彼が君を好きになったとして、その後はどうする？ずっとモテ薬を使い続けなければ、好きでい続けてもらえないんだよ。
I will actually say here that sometimes we do actually get counseling rooms, and pharmacists are moving more into general practice. So like GPs and regular doctors' offices and things like that, just to provide that kind of consultation for patients in a more private setting, because with a lot of patients nowadays, cases are getting a lot more complex. And if you have a pharmacist that is with the GP that works with the doctor on a regular basis and can tell when the GP is having a hard time managing the medication load of a patient or whatever, that can help streamline any issues and iron them out before either the patient doesn't know what they're taking or the GP has no idea what they're taking, what the patient is taking. So these kinds of counseling sessions are not necessarily unheard of, but definitely in regular community pharmacy, probably won't get this much time unless it's a serious case or there's no one else in the store and you just feel like talking to the patient. So yeah, but yeah, interesting point there.
モテ薬の前にもっと努力することがあるんじゃない？
では私がラース様にモテるにはどうしたら？
I thought you didn't want to get him. Didn't you not want to get him because he's of equal standing to you or some stuff?
でも何か言わないと。
And then you can get a better guy? Anyway.
そうだなあれだ、モテ薬は無理だけどモテ女にしてくれそうな薬は作れるかも。本当ですの？作れますの？
We can't. That is completely up to you. We can't do that for you, I'm sorry.
俺には恋愛スキルはなくともこっちの世界では創薬スキルはある。
Too real.
耳も尻尾も自由自在に動くのですね。私、獣人を見るのが初めて。ノエラ、獣人違う。獣人以外何なんですの？ノエラ、人狼。 違いありますの？違う。
おいおい。
主、ノエラ、マキマキ嫌い。
Of course, you don't like drill twin drills.
ノエラも。
じゃあノエラさん、私はノエラ、みんな好き。
よし、あとは仕上げだ。
Shake, shake. Look at Beaker. Everyone else plays around you. Tap yourself on the shoulder twice. Oh, I didn't do that this time.
できた。
チャームフ
Is this just a perfume? This is just a
爽や
perfume.
かな香りが特徴の香水。
いい香り。
できたんですの？モテ薬。
あ、先に言っとくけどモテ薬じゃないから。これ効能書きね。
いい匂いのするただの香水？
ただの香水。
Surprisingly, as a pharmacist that was working at like a chain, well, I was a pharmacy student at the time, but I was working at like a big chain pharmacy where like we stocked a whole bunch of other stuff, right? You do actually need to know a little bit about fragrances, that kind of thing, because that's what people buy. So yeah.
でも俺の言う通りに使えばワンランク上の淑女になれる。ただし、エレインの態度や表情、行動で台無しになる可能性がある。
It is completely up to you. Don't be a shithead.
こういうところは
Good life
ら
lesson.
しいんだけどな。さあ、これで手首同士をこすらせて。はい。
こうでよろしいかしら。まあ、いい香り。でもこれでは足りないのではなくて？
つけすぎると逆に不快になるんだよ。
そうでしたね。あなた、
I can't remember who taught me this, but so you want it to be kind of where on your wrists and also kind of on your neck near your jugular. I actually can't remember the reason why. But essentially that's kind of your wrists are kind of where and your neck are kind of where most people are gonna smell. And it's where the most blood is as well, now that I think about it. That's closest to your skin. That's easily reachable anyway. So then it warms it, and maybe there's a lot more fragrance. I can't remember. I actually can't remember the actual reason. But yeah, wrists, both wrists a little bit, and then side of your neck as well. I guess on a more practical note, if you're going out with someone, then they're more likely to smell your neck at some point, right? I don't know.
ですのね。
君が知らなすぎなんだよ。
言い方というものがもっと
No,
ある
you're
の
an
ではなくて？
idiot.
私、
You're a
この
shithead.
町を治めるバルガス家の
You are
娘です。
naive.
知ってる。じゃあ次は首。
身分をどうこう言ってもあなたには通じないのですね。変な人。
さあ、これでよし。
マキマキ顔優しくなった。香りって心も変えられるものなんですね。さすがレイジさん。
さすが Pharmacist.
こちらにお嬢様がいた。お嬢様探しましたぞ。
あら、見つかってしまいましたわ。
執事さんに黙ってきてたの？
ではレイジ様、これありがとうございました。ごきげんよう。
Pay him! Pay him! What are you doing? Pay him! Give him money!
なんですの？急に。あなたに言われなくても私は魅力あふれる淑女。
He needs your money though.
心配には及びません。
Oh my god, this guy. Does this guy run a
恋
business?
するお年頃なんだろう。うまくいかないことも多いんだろうけど。あの香水が
Get
少しでも役に立つといいな。
You spent time and effort and ingredients on that. God damn.
ごきげんよう。
いらっしゃいま。おお、エレイン。どうしたの？今日晩餐会じゃ。
俺は行くのをやめましたの。
She likes him now. Oh my god.
よく考えれば
He's like 20 something.
あけすけな物言わされる
And she's like 13. Dear lord. Oh god, no.
ほう。
それに才能あふれる殿方の方が
At this point, I would just be like, stone faced, don't understand whatever she says.
今日はどうされたんですか？
Absolutely nothing.
それは私この店のお手伝いに参りましたの。お手伝い？
手伝いって言ってもな。
Yeah.
そこの獣人さんができることであれば私でも。ノエラ、獣人違う、人狼。
あれ、 歯の香水つけてる？
今日つけてきましたの。ご不快だったかしら。
そんなことないよ。いい匂い。けどなんでわざわざ。
Maybe he is just really dumb.
こちらで2日間お世話になるわけです
Why is
し。
she here for 2 days? Fuck her off.
お父様とお母様にここで働く許可を
No, send her home. Fuck off.
俺が許可してないんだ。
Exactly. Get out.
主言う
Get
と
out of my
お
house.
父様もね、20日くらいなら働く
Doesn't matter. Get out of my house. I say you can't work here.
良い機会だからって。
No work experience here, mate.
俺の許可じゃ
Not
ない。
now.
主言う通り。レイジ様、ダメかしら。主、マキマキダメ。
うーん。
Mucky mucky
じゃあ
dumb.
こうしましょう。
Oh
ノエラさん
boy.
のお手伝いをしてもらうというのは。
ああ、いいんじゃないかそれ。
ノエラ、マキマキに教える。あら、ノエラさんが教えてくださるの？ノエラさん違う。ノエラ教官。
Noila Kyokan.
の
Oh, jeez.
私、お仕事を教えてい
No!
ただくのは
Don't do it!
様が良かったのですけれ
Don't
ど
do it! No!
主忙し
This
い。
is
お
bad.
前、構う暇ない。じゃあ、お二人とも頑張って。
He needs better, what's the word? Staff management training. Which is actually like a professional standard. For pharmacists is being able to manage staff.
お前、ノエラ言うこと聞く。はい。まず挨拶。らっしゃい。らっしゃい。
Irashaimase.
聞いてるマキマキ。
Irashai.
よ
Irashai.
くぞ参りましたわね。それであなた、今日は何が欲しいのかしら。この私が特別にお相手差し上げますわ。店長、これどうなってるの？
悪い。なんかほんとごめんな。
Here's your little doggy bag of super potions that are just V.
よかったですね。
なあエレイン。こういう接客じゃお客さん来なくなるんだ。感じ悪いって。オッケー、エレインお嬢様。
今の、もう一度言ってくださるかしら。
だからこういう接客じゃお客さん。
エレインお嬢様って。
エレイン。
Kick her out. Don't let this keep going. Kick her out.
こっそりと屋敷を抜け出して仰せを重ねる私たちの姿が想像できますわ。けれど私とレイジ様は貴族と小市民で身分に差が。
よくわからないのでスルーで。
Yep. Ignore it. You should have ignored it at the beginning.
2日間のお仕事体験は過ぎていき。
ノエラさん、これどうぞ。
Twin drills.
私の手作りの香水ですわ。
Like
レイジ様
mummy.
に教わって作ったのよ。ありがとうマキマキ。ノエラも。
If you don't know who mummy is, you need to watch Madoka. Madoka Magica. Can't remember the full name now. Puella something Madoka Magica. Very good show. I still don't understand if she's getting better or not. I feel like she hasn't learned anything.
あずい。なんで今日はこんなクソ暑いんだ。
主ノエラくっつく。
このモフモフめ離れんかい。
天井もあちちです。
You should take off the scruff thing and the vest, man. Roll up your sleeves.
今日はノエラさんと遊びに来たのではないんですの。あまりに暑いからお父様がレイジ様に頼んで冬になる薬を作ってもらえって。
そんなのできるかい。
ダメかしら。
Otherwise, he would have used it himself.
おや、あれなら。よし。
What?
冷却ジェル100個。ジェルが
Are there even penguins in this world?
熱を奪う効果がある。
まずは自分
Did he just make like Vaporub? Tiger Bomb?
ピンポイントで冬が来た。
そんなにですか？私もノエラも私も。100個100個100個。
There are ointments, there are rubs that do have a cooling effect. It is possible. Probably not to this extent though.
冬が来ましたわ。真夏に冬が。
And the cooling effect is usually meant for like burns and pains and bruises and things like that. To help with the feeling of inflammation. Sometimes it does help with inflammation, but sometimes making it feel better is enough.
雪山の遭難状態？お？全部塗っちゃったの？塗りすぎは冷えすぎるって。
Nothing like that
君
though.
のドラッグ。
本日もご来店いただきまして
ありがとうございました。
I think that's it. Oh, we got the Demon Lord. Mal Summer. Ah, she's taking all the V. She's drinking all the monster. Oh no. Oh no, what'll happen next time?
ここがウサギ亭か。
Tsugino Okyakusama. Alrighty. Well, that ends it for this episode. There was a little bit more that I could discuss that related more to pharmacy practice, that kind of thing. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen the other episodes yet, this one is episode 3, so I've done 1 and 2, and you can check them out in the playlist or on my channel. If you have any other comments about any pharmacy practice or any questions, let me know in the comments below. And of course, chuck a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I'll probably be doing episode 4 later on this week because I'm a little bit slow. I was a little bit slow on this one. Missed a couple days, but that's okay. So yeah, I'll be doing episode 4, probably dropping that Sunday or Monday Australian time. And then hopefully I can get another Foreigner's Guide up. I'm currently working on one for planning and executing a driving trip, a road trip in Japan. Because I noticed that my actual road trip footage is getting taken down. So I'm gonna chop that up and use it to show you guys how you can plan a road trip in Japan and any tips and tricks to make it as enjoyable for you as possible, and also a couple places that I still want to go to next time I go to Japan and where I've been already. So yeah, that should be good. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time.